release of DC Superpets, I am going to rank all 4 theatrically released DC animated movies from the worst to the best. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I talk about a bunch of movies on this channel. If you're new here, down below in the comment section, share your ranking of all 4 theatrically released DC animated movies. Also, if you enjoyed this video, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe. It really does help a lot. And over on my channel, I've got more content like this. You can check those right out once this video is over. And with that said, let's just get straight into the ranking. Coming in last place is League of Super Pets. Now, while this is in last place, I still think this is a good enough film, and so I did enjoy this movie, and I would recommend it, and so I would give every movie on this list a positive review. This movie is a harmless piece of family entertainment that is fun and cute. I'm personally not really the target audience for the film, but it is a fun enough, good enough, super pet in DC fun. It's enjoyable. It's very simple with conflicts about Superman and his dog, but it also does it in kind of a fresh way at the same time. Kevin Hart's character actually had like a background that was much deeper and heavier than I was expecting, and it does have a pretty sentimental side to it, and it does have a heart. And there's fun chemistry between our 2 leads, The Rock and Kevin Hart. There's a nice voice cast with Keanu Reeves and John Krasinski joining into the mix, and there's lots of fun classic DC Easter eggs. And so, holding this one back, I'm not the target audience for it, but I still did enjoy this film. Number 3, Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So I don't really watch Teen Titans Go. I think I used to as a little kid, but as an older kid now, I don't really watch Teen Titans Go. And so this movie is much better than I expected it to be as an older kid. It's much more wittier and funnier than I would ever expect it to be. And it's a meta DC film that comments on the superhero genre and DC films. And so I just had an absolute blast with this movie. And it's also a really dark comedy. There's a joke about the Teen Titans erasing all the superheroes' powers, torturing Superman with kryptonite and stuff like that. And them running over a tiger with their car for fun. It's just very dark at what it's doing. But it worked for me, and it does work as a dark comedy. And so it's kiddish, immature, and very dark, but it's also really witty and funny, and so I really enjoyed this one. Our runner-up is going to be Batman Mask of the Phantasm. This is a film that I enjoy because it's a nice continuation of the great Batman animated series. Well, it's called Batman the Animated Series, and it's kind of a good version of an episode of that show, stretched out to feature length and as a theatrical release, and it's a good version of one of those. There's a unique Batman villain in the Phantasm because the Phantasm didn't originate from the comics. They made that villain up in this film, in the animated show, and they translated him into the comics, and so that's just a clever way of doing a villain. And it's also an interesting way to do a Batman origin story because it incorporates that with the mystery of who's behind the Mask of the Phantasm, and it incorporates Batman's origin story into all of that, and so I think that that's just a great way to tell its story. It's kind of a tragedy / love story in this film, as it's about the Phantasm and the conflicts and characters and stuff like that. It's all there, and it's an intriguing mystery about who's behind the mask, and so this is one that it has a talented voice cast, nice animation, and an original Batman villain to elevate it. But for me, coming in first place, the Lego Batman movie. And this is just a really fun and good adventure in the Lego world. I think that it does just a great job of incorporating Lego properties into Batman and Gotham and stuff. So it's really fun and it's really good. And the reason for that is because it messes around with all these Warner Brothers properties as well as the Batman Rogues Gallery. Puts everyone in there and it all works. And it all ends up to be a film that is sentimental and heartfelt. And the big thing with that is that it's a character study of Bruce Wayne. It's sort of exploring him as a character and stuff, how he's a dad, how he treats different people, and so that's an interesting way to do it. And by the third act, it is very hyperactive, and so this is one that I really enjoy. I could just sit down, put on, and watch, and so this is the one for me that stood out, and for me, it is in first place on this ranking. There you have it. Down below in the comment section, share your ranking of all 4 DC animated theatrical releases. If you enjoyed this video, over on my channel, I have more content like this. You can check those out when this video is over. Down below in the comment section, remember, share your ranking. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe. It really helps a lot. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end, and I will see you in the next one.